Hello, everybody. We are presenting the KalamaZOO case study. I am Rose.
I'm Tart.
I'm Senna.
And I'm Amir.
I'm going to be discussing the situation. We need to assist the director of KalamaZOO, Rory Leons, on preparing a preliminary budget for the next financial year because Michigan is reducing the amount of local aid, which is forcing the city of KalamaZOO to reconsider many popular recreational activities. The mayor has called an emergency meeting to discuss the city's financial situation, and our director has been asked to give a detailed presentation on the zoo's financial health. Thus, there are three things that we must do to help Rory. The first one is prepare a preliminary budget. This will mean that we prepare the budget for the next coming year so we know how to budget our revenues and expenditures. Secondly, because the zoo does get lots of funding from grants, donations, and other factors related to the local economy, we must make sure that Rory leaves a good impression. Third, we want to identify areas of improvement. By identifying areas of improvement, we can provide accurate and reliable information to the mayors and other city officials, which will help them make informed decisions about future recreational activities for the city. There are many causes for the revenue and expenditure variances. The weather, inaccurate budgeting, local economy changes, and all add. For revenue variances, we have donations from individuals and grants for projects. These are mostly affected by local economy changes as well as weather. And in addition, expenditure variance causes. We have inflation of zoo animal food, which is affecting the food and provision costs to be unfavorable, and higher maintenance costs, which is forcing our utilities to also be unfavorable.
We have three options that we need to choose from. First, we have increased ticket prices. Second, reduce the number of animals. And third, fire zookeeper. Increasing ticket prices. Disadvantage that we as a team feel as it can make it unaffordable for families. The zoo should be a place where all people feel included and can afford to go. By increasing the ticket to $15, we could be limiting some families from being able to come. It also gives a negative perception on the zoo. We can just be a bad example to like other businesses and also to ourselves of just being a company that maybe cares more about money rather than the actual experience, really the mission behind the zoo. The next option would reduce the number of animals. Third, which is to fire the zookeeper. So the problem with firing the zookeeper is we lose an experienced person on staff. So during this time, we'll have to be looking for a new zookeeper, which can also affect the staff because someone else will have to take that position and they might be unqualified. It can also make other people on staff feel as if their job is on the line. That's not something that we want for people to feel like at any given day they could be fired. Job security is big.
We'll be moving on to our solutions section.
We believe option 2, reducing the number of animals, offers numerous benefits and resources for remaining animals, leading to an improvement in the overall well-being. By reducing the number of animals in the zoo, we can provide more space. Fewer animals also means more attention and care from our zoo staff, resulting in happier animals and workers all around. Host programs that suit the living conditions and care of the animals can foster trust between the programs and the zoo, potentially leading to future revenue streams. Moreover, by shifting our focus to conservation efforts, zoos can work on protecting and preserving natural habitats, which leads to a better public image, more donations, and more government funding. And lastly, transportation costs can be cut down, leading to long-term savings for the zoo and improving the living conditions of the animals. So overall, this plan reduces the cost of feeding and medical expenses for animals, because these expenses will be taken care of by most of the host programs.
And in addition to that, as a team, we do recognize that this is not the option that results in the least deficit out of the three options in comparison to the way that the third option plays out. However, we think longevity and public perception are factors to consider over the fiscal decisions. While yes, firing an assistant zookeeper incurs the least amount of costs, there will be downstream effects for KalamaZOO Zoo, and these must be foreseen when making this important decision for the future. The zoo needs to hire new zookeepers, and the cost that's being incurred in the future with training and onboarding will cost the zoo in terms of not only time but also money. We recommend option 2 by factor of this. Reducing the number of animals, there will be an increase in space and resources to take better care of the animals, and public image will change in a positive light for the zoo as well, and this will lead to potentially opening new doors in terms of donations or even government funding down the line. And so in the long run, we really do see option 2 having the potential to generate revenue that'll not only cover the deficit incurred currently, but as a result of this decision, it'll also promote new revenue streams down the line. Really appreciate you taking the time to listen to our consideration. Thank you for your time.